Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you can see when my videos are coming out. Well, I wanted to talk about this story with Kevin Durant. I'm going to play a quick video with Charles Barkley responding to the fact that Kevin Durant got swept. Check this out, and then I'll give you my 2 cents.
But you're also playing a very good Miami defense.
Yeah, but listen, man, I don't even want to hear. I'm so sick of you guys making excuses for these dudes.
Listen, making excuses.
No. Don't tell me. Well, then don't tell me you're a great player if they can slow you down. They thank you, Chuck. Tell them.
I'm with Chuck on
Come on,
this
man.
one.
Don't tell me you're a great player. I mean, all these guys can play, but please don't tell me you're a great player and you're averaging 20. Come on now. I don't think I ever played in the playoffs and averaged 20.
Here we go.
Is Kevin Durant a great player?
He is,
And he's been stifled by Boston.
and
I was gonna go there.
And let me tell you something. I don't want to badmouth the dude, but I see you guys always talk about that championship stuff. I try to tell y'all, all these bus riders, they don't mean nothing to me. If you ain't driving the bus, don't walk around talking about you're a champion. If you riding the bus, I don't want to hear it. Come on, Shaq, tell them. All these guys walk around with these championship rings. Hey, y'all bus riders. But let me
That's
tell you
two in a
something.
row, Chuck.
When you the bus driver and you got all that pressure where you have to play well or you're going to get the blame, that's a different animal.
It's a different animal, but I think also guys
Guys, what?
on the bus,
Yeah.
they're
Are
also
important.
giving directions.
Yeah. No,
Giving
stop.
directions.
No.
There are guys that are on that bus giving directions. They're not just sitting there.
Yeah, they just on the bus. Because let me tell you something. The Clippers, because let me tell you
There's guys. Okay,
because
Kevin Durant's not on the bus. He's just not on the bus.
no. But
He's never on the bus.
what has happened when he was driving the bus?
But he's never just.
No, what was
He
happening
lost-
when he was driving the bus?
He lost in the finals.
Yeah, okay, he did. And then when he was in Oklahoma City again.
But he was driving. You don't think
Yeah.
he was the bus driver in Golden State?
No, I do
You
not.
don't think he was the best player on that team?
No, I do not.
Wow.
All know that Durant loves to respond to things on social media, so he did, saying, "Where would Chuck be without the big homies?" with pics of Barkley throughout the years alongside Hall of Famers like Dr. J, Moses Malone from his early years, as well as Hakeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, and Scottie Pippen late in his career. So
Well, first of all this talking back and forth, I don't think that Kevin Durant should even said anything. He should be in a room, in a dark room, crying because he got swept. That's what you should be worried about. You shouldn't be worried about these commentators that are getting paid to talk about what you've done. Now, if you would have won a championship, they would give you all the praise, and you deal with all the praise when you won the championship, the 2 championships you did in Golden State. But when you fail, you want to clap back at people who are talking about you. Now, in my opinion, you better be happy someone is talking about you because you are no longer the best player in the league. It's Giannis, it's John Morant. Did you see that dunk, by the way, in the playoffs with John Morant? Whoa, crazy. But anyway, he is not the one. He is a weak individual.
You know how strong he is. You can't win.
He can't win. He's trying his best to go to other people to piggyback on the coattails of winners because he can't do it himself. He's not a leader. I've been saying this for a while. You know, he's raised with his mama. You know, he secluded himself in basketball, but he don't want to talk to anybody and try to make them better. He's always like, well, you know, he's a man. I'm not going to tell him what to do. Well, he should have told Kyrie Irving a few things, like don't take days off at work. Now, he had to take days off for the Cody situation, which it wasn't Kyrie's fault. But there's other times where he said he's just not going to play. There's more important things than basketball. And this is the person that he tried to join up with. Now, you need to learn this when you're dealing with business or any type of partnership. Even like in school, I remember in school, I never liked other people to get credit for what I did when you do group projects. You know, I don't want to give you an A. I don't want to carry you, and I don't want to be the bus driver like Charles Barkley says on this video. But even in business, you know, you want to get with someone who's going to have the same push as you, and y'all have the same agenda, and nothing means is more important than the business. You know, I know Grant Cardone said when he married his wife, and he said, look, the business is first, everything else is second. Even you're second. That's how it is. If you're playing basketball, basketball is your first love, and everything else is second or third. Now, it's interesting when you look at these individuals on this on TNT. You know, you have Charles Barkley, who never won a championship, and he's bitter because people were coming after him for years. He even said that he would go to a super team if he knew he was going to have to hear it for 30 years that he didn't win a championship. Then you have Kenny Smith, who was a big part in them winning that first 2 championships, but he wasn't Olajuwon. So he hears it like, hey, Olajuwon carried you to a championship. And then you have Shaq, who never really worked hard, and he was fat, and he ended up winning 3 championships, and that's all he talks about, his 4 championships. So you see the dynamics here. Everybody is in their feelings, like Drake said. But I disagree with Kenny Smith when he says everybody plays a part. Look, if you're the leader, there's a lot that come with it. You're going to get all the blame, all the criticism, and you're going to get all the praise. This is what you want. If you don't want that, you can play in Golden State and win championships, and Steph Curry get all the praise. But see, Kevin Durant didn't want that. He goes there, get the 2 championships. He said he didn't feel appreciated. Yeah, you didn't feel appreciated because they already built that, and you came there. See, you had something built in OKC. You were up 3-1 when you played Golden State, and you end up flopping and losing the series. You never really did anything yourself. You've been number 2 your whole life, and I know it hurts. But right now, you should not be focusing on what people are saying about you. You actually should turn your social media off. You know, you can hire somebody to do that. You need to focus on your game. Your time is running out. You are 33, about to be 34-year-olds. You know, you've been playing basketball all your life. You had so many injuries where your body is wearing out. You're 7 foot, and your body's wearing out, buddy. You only have a few more years. You're not anywhere near close to getting the scoring title. Best scorer all time, unless you play till you're like 42, 43, and you're the guy who you're chasing is LeBron James, and he's still playing. You're just not a driving the bus kind of guy, man. You might have to just hitch a ride again with somebody else. Oh yeah, let me not forget what he said about Charles Barkley. Now, I would agree with him if he talked about Charles Barkley leaving Philly. But I can't agree with him when he said he left the Suns, because he was done physically. He was the shell of a person when he went from from the Spurs. Charles Barkley was a shell of himself when he left the Suns and went to Houston Rockets. Now, when he was in Philly, that was his best years. And he couldn't take it no more because he kept on losing to Michael Jordan. And just like Thanos said, you couldn't deal with your failures, and you came all the way back here to me. So he goes to the Suns, win more accolades. I think he got the MVP that year in 1993, only to see Michael Jordan in the finals in 93, and Michael beat him again. Only if Charles Barkley would have won in 94, because he couldn't beat Houston. If he got to that finals that year and they played against the Knicks, maybe you would have got your championship. But what do you guys think, folks? Do you think Kevin Durant needs to back off and focus on his craft instead of coming after commentators like Charles Barkley? Do you think Charles Barkley was wrong for what he said? Leave a comment below, and I'll see you on the next video.